Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Nicholas Earl, and welcome back to another episode of Earl Sports Bets. And today we've got another NHL slate we're going to be going over for today. We got 9 games on the slate today. 8 of them we will be going over. So before we get into the video, before we get into the recap of what happened yesterday, you guys know what to do. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with the video here at Earl Sports Bets. You can also follow us on our social medias. At Bets Earl on Twitter, at Earl Sports Bets on Instagram. And we also have a Discord link if you guys want to join that. The link to that is in the description of the video down below. We also have our contest going on right now, where all you guys got to do is give your best bets in the comment section below to the baseball video this morning, the basketball video, and then you can do it for today's hockey video as well. 1 pick per day per video, 3 picks a day. And also, this is video number 500 on Earl Sports Bets. I just want to put that out there as well. But let's take a look at the contest going on right now. We have Isaiah Cora still dominating this at 8.55 units gained. And then Jeremy Wesley is in second at 1.05. Andreas Monti and Katie Fisher, 0.45 units gained each. It's still anyone's game. You guys can start now. We're still, I think, 20 or 21 days left in the month. So plenty of time still to get in on this contest to try to win some money. But let's take a look at what happened yesterday. We went 1-1, a split day. We won on our minus money. We lost on our plus money. $0 gain, $0 loss. We went 1-1. Dallas and Chicago continued the overs as they played some pretty good pond hockey. Pretty good pond hockey in the first period. It was 3-1 at the end of the first, and it took them to the third period to score the last 3 goals. So, good result there, though. 4-2. Chicago wins over cashes. Ottawa, though, lost 6-1 yesterday versus a Calgary team they played really well against earlier in the year. It was one of those back-to-back situations. I could have seen that, but it is what it is. 1-1 yesterday, 236, 50%, minus 4.31 units. But if you include our premium plays, which are 11-2 and 10-0 in their last 10, we are plus money on the year. So let's try to get this number a little bit better for our video picks, though, because you guys on YouTube deserve it. So let's get into today's slate, starting off with the Philadelphia Flyers and the New Jersey Devils, minus 156 for the Flyers, plus 141 for the Devils, over under of 6.5 goals for this one. And we are getting Scott Wedgwood and Brian Elliott in net today. For this game, I'm going to just stay away from it, though. I'll lean towards the over, 6.5. It was 6 last night. Now it's 6.5 this morning. And I don't mind it at plus 105 if you guys want to take a stab at the over there. These two teams have played over the total in 5 of their 7 meetings this year. So I don't hate that play at all. These are 2 really bad teams. 2 of the worst penalty kills. Philadelphia allows 3.55 goals allowed per game. New Jersey 3.36, which is 28th and 31st in the NHL. And 70.9% penalty kill, 72% penalty kill, I believe, are the 2 worst in the NHL as well. So over for this game, if anything, but I'm just going to stay away from this. These are 2 teams that have no playoff expectations because they have been eliminated. So I'm going to lay off of this game in general. Our next game is the Edmonton Oilers and the Montreal Canadiens, and this is our premium play over on picksandparleys.net. The link to that will be in the description of the video down below. But our next game is going to be the New York Islanders taking on the Boston Bruins, minus 165 for the Bruins, plus 149 for the Isles. Over under 5.5 goals for this one. And this game does have importance. These 2 teams, I believe, are competing for that number 3 seed. And I think it's important for the Isles or the Bruins to get the number 3 seed because you'd be playing Washington instead of Pittsburgh. Washington has been struggling of late. They do have some injuries that they are dealing with. So I think this is a very important game for both these teams. We're most likely to get Semyon Varlamov in net for the Isles. Tuukka Rask is going to be in net for the Bruins. And I think this is a must-win game for the Isles. And I think they get it done tonight. They've won five of the 7 meetings against this Bruins team. So they've played really well against Boston this year. They have lost their last 2 games but against the Bruins. But I feel like this is a spot where they get it back. And they get a nice win here in Boston tonight. And it's slightly into the under, but as you guys can see, that's juiced heavily to the under. So no action on that on the total. We are taking the dog here with the Isles at plus 148. Our next game is the Florida Panthers and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Minus 140 for the Panthers, plus 127 for the Lightning. Over under 6 goals for this one. And when have we ever seen the Lightning this big of a dog so far this year? I think that says everything you need to say about the way this Florida team has been playing lately. Winning their last 5 games, 8 of their last 10. They've been playing really good. And I think they're going to give the Hurricanes a great run in the Central Division Finals. Because I think the Panthers beat this Lightning team pretty good in the playoffs. I think it's over in 6 games. They are getting Stamkos and Kucherov potentially back for the playoffs, so the Lightning will be back. Will be a little bit healthier coming into the playoffs. But I just can't trust this team right now. I know they have Andre Vasilevsky, which can get hot at any given moment. And for Florida, who's going to be their goaltender in the playoffs? Is it going to be Bobrovsky? Are they going to go Drieger, or are they going to look at Spencer Knight a little bit? So they got an interesting decision to go with there. I like the Panthers in this game. Minus 140 is a way too high of a price tag, though, for them. I'm actually looking at the over in this game. I bet the over. I like the over in this one. These two teams, when they go up against each other, they put up goals over in 6 of 7 meetings so far this season. I really like the over in this match. I think we see some goals in this one in a tight, competitive game where I think Florida wins, and I think the over cashes here. Plus 200 for a puck line, by the way. Just an idea there if you like the Panthers tonight. All right, our next game we're looking at here will be these Hurricanes and the Predators. Minus 137 for the Canes, plus 124 for the Preds. Most likely you see Saros and Mrazek in net. We don't know yet. Carolina, we need to take a look at who they are going to be having in the lineup. As far as I know right now, no significant players are out for tonight. Svechnikov is going to play. Same with Aho, Teravainen, Trocheck, Hamilton. I have the line rush up here. They still got all their players going tonight. I don't see the only players out are players that have been injured, not resting. So I like the Hurricanes tonight. And I just bet I bet my first hockey futures of the year this morning. I took the Carolina Hurricanes to win the Stanley Cup at 8-1. You guys have known my pick to win the Stanley Cup for a while. I'm going with them in regulation today at plus 110. This is a good bounce back spot for them after they lost the other night. So I'm seeing a much better performance from these Carolina Hurricanes tonight versus a Predators team, which they've dominated all year long. And this is going to be the first round matchup. It's going to be Hurricanes and Predators in the first round. And I can't wait to see it because this is going to be probably a domination for Carolina. And I can't wait for when the lines come out for series betting, for division winners, and for Stanley Cup contenders, and who's making the Stanley Cup, who's winning the Stanley Cup. And I'm going to be doing a futures video when all those odds are out. And I probably will have the Hurricanes, spoiler alert, winning the whole thing. But maybe taking them minus 2.5 games, or minus 2.5 games in the first round, having them win the Central Division, having them make the Stanley Cup. I have them winning the Stanley Cup. So I'm probably going to have a lot of Carolina Hurricanes futures. So that's just a little spoiler here. I have them plus 110 in regulation tonight, though, at Nashville Predators. Our next game is the Dallas Stars and the Chicago Blackhawks, two teams that will not be playing in the postseason here. Our most likely goalies will probably be Jake Ottinger and Colin Delia. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We're going back to the over in this game at plus 102 for 6. The Both these teams have gone over in 7 of their last 10 games. Dallas has gone over in 4 straight. And these are two teams that we're going to see some pond hockey. We saw Khudobin last night along with Lankinen. We're seeing D'Elia and then most likely Ottinger tonight. I think we see goals. This is going to be, I think, the last game for the season here. So expect some fun pond hockey, offense, goals in this game. Over 6 goals with the Stars and the Blackhawks. Our next game here is Vancouver and the Jets. It's a minus 167 for the Jets, a plus 151 for the Canucks. And over under 5.5 goals for this one. Our projected goalies, or confirmed for the Winnipeg Jets, is Laurent Brossoit. And it'll probably be Thatcher Demko or Braden Holtby. I don't know which one yet for the Vancouver Canucks. And I promised you guys a week ago or 2 weeks ago I'll never bet another Canucks play this season. And I will continue that promise. This is a pass. This game I'm going to lay off completely. I don't want to bet on this slumping Winnipeg Jets team who has lost 8 of their last 10 games. And I don't want to bet on this Vancouver team, which has looked awful lately. They've also lost 8 of their last 10 games. This is a get-right spot for Winnipeg. Winnipeg puck line at plus 140 could be interesting. The under in this game is another one. Vancouver's been struggling to score recently. They've kind of mailed it in, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw an under in this game. But overall, a no action, no bet pass for me here with this game. On to our next one here. We're looking at the St. Louis Blues and the LA Kings. Minus 129 for the Blues, plus 119 for the Kings. Over under 5.5 goals for this one. And this is another one where I'm going to be laying off. It's going to be most likely Cal Peterson and Jordan Binnington. No confirmed goalies yet so far in that game, though. But I can see this as St. Louis using this game to get in stride for the playoffs. So lean towards St. Louis in this game. Puck line's a plus 175. That can be an interesting play. The Kings have really struggled this season, towards the end of the season here. The thing is, though, Kings have won 5 of 7 matchups between these two teams. Just saying, they kind of know how to beat the Blues. That's why I'm staying off this game. Lean towards the under, lean towards the Blues. No action in this in that game, though. And it feels like it's like and now the main event of the evening, 10:08, Colorado Avalanche, Vegas Golden Knights. This is going to be a fun game. I can't wait to watch this one. Minus 109 for the Avs, minus 101 for the Knights. Over under of 5.5 goals. Robin Lehner and Philip Grubauer are the projected goalies for this matchup. And we are going with a side on this one. I like a side, and as you guys can tell from the thumbnail, we are going with the Vegas Golden Knights. Minus 101. And plain and simple, this is a team where they're competing for that President's Trophy. And if they get a potential Stanley Cup matchup with the Hurricanes, they want that home field advantage. So they want that President's Cup, most likely. They still have the division to play for. If they win, I think they can wrap up the West and the number 1 seed. So they're going to be playing. Also, Nathan McKinnon is questionable, maybe doubtful for this game. If I'm Colorado Avalanche, I'm not playing McKinnon tonight. You want him healthy and ready for the playoffs. So, and for the Minnesota Wild when the Avalanche have to play them. I like Vegas, and spoiler for the futures video, potentially Vegas to get out of that division and make the semifinals. I really like this Golden Knights team. They've been playing really well down the stretch. They've won their last 3 games. They've won 4 of 7 from this Colorado Avalanche team. I think they win tonight and get the job done. Give me the Vegas Golden Knights at a minus 101. I bet them at a plus 101. I really like this play today. And I really like the Golden Knights in this series. All right, going over our plays, and then we're going to head on out for this video. We have the New York Islanders here at plus 148. We have the Lightning and the Panthers going over the total of 6. We have the Stars and the Blackhawks over 6 as well. We got the Vegas Golden Knights minus 101 versus the Avs. And on the 3-way line, we have the Carolina Hurricanes in regulation at plus 110. If this information was helpful to you guys at all, feel free to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with a video here at Earl Sports Bets. But that's going to just about do it for this video. I want to thank you guys as always for watching, and let's make